Success is built one habit at a time, the 5 habits that can change your life in just 7 days. Success isn't a one-time event. It's not a lottery win or a lucky break. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Let me ask you, how often do you feel stuck? Like you're working hard, doing all the right things, but still not seeing the results you want? What if I told you that your life could start to change in just 1 week, not by making massive changes, but by adding a few simple, consistent habits into your daily routine? No overwhelm. No drastic overhauls. Just easy, practical steps that can take your life from scattered to focused, from tired to energized, and from stuck to moving forward. In this message, I'm going to share with you the 5 simple habits that completely changed my life in only 7 days. These aren't gimmicks or trendy hacks. These are real, sustainable habits that will move you forward, if you commit. If you're ready to start feeling clearer, more motivated, and more in control, then keep reading. By the end, you'll have the tools to take charge of your days, one small but powerful action at a time. Habit number 1, start each day with a clear plan. Let's be honest, how many of us wake up, check our phones, and then just let the day happen? I've been there. You probably have too. You get out of bed, already feeling behind, and spend the day putting out fires. You're busy, but you're not really moving forward. Here's the truth, if you don't take control of your day will control you. That's why the first life-changing habit is simple: start each day with a plan. And no, this doesn't mean you need to create a military-style schedule or list 37 to-dos. It means taking just 10 minutes, preferably the night before, to identify your top 3 priorities for the next day. Not everything. Just the top 3 things that matter most. Why 3? Because 3 is manageable. It forces you to focus. Instead of spreading your energy across 100 small things, you concentrate on what will actually move you forward. The next morning, instead of wondering where to start, you already know. That clarity? It's a game changer. It saves time, reduces stress, and helps you stay focused even when distractions come your way. Here's what I want you to try tonight: take 10 minutes, grab a notebook or your phone, and write down the 3 most important tasks for tomorrow. Not urgent, random tasks, but the ones that align with your goals. When you wake up, look at that list and go straight into the first item. Don't check your phone. Don't drift. Just begin. You'll be amazed how much smoother your day goes when you have clarity and direction before your feet even hit the floor. Habit number 2, do one small thing every day. Big goals are overwhelming. Lose 50 pounds. Write a book. Start a business. Save thousands. These things feel enormous, until you break them down. That's why the second habit is so powerful: just do one small thing every day. That's it. 1. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to have the perfect plan. You just need to take one small step, consistently. Want to get fit? Take a 10-minute walk. Want to save money? Put aside $1. Want to grow your mind? Read 1 page. Want to start writing? Write 100 words. Small steps may feel insignificant, but here's the truth: consistency compounds. Those daily actions stack up. Over time, they create momentum, and that momentum makes it easier to keep going. Let's say you write 200 words a day. That's 1,400 words in a week. In a month, it's over 6,000. In 6 months, you have a book. It all starts with just showing up once a day. This habit removes pressure and perfectionism. You don't need to do everything today. You just need to do something. Something that aligns with your goals. Do it daily, and that small action becomes a habit, a lifestyle, a new identity. And that's how real change happens. Habit number 3, celebrate small wins. We live in a world obsessed with big wins. But the truth? It's the small wins that build the big ones. The third life-changing habit is this: celebrate your small wins every day. We often think, I'll be proud when I reach the big goal. But if you wait until the end to feel successful, you'll miss the entire journey. Each time you make progress, no matter how tiny, acknowledge it. Maybe you made a healthy choice at lunch. Maybe you finally checked off that task you were dreading. Maybe you didn't quit today. That's a win. And celebrating those wins doesn't mean throwing a party. It means taking 30 seconds to say, I did that. I'm moving forward. Why is this so important? Because recognizing your progress keeps you motivated. It gives you proof that your efforts matter. It boosts your confidence and reinforces the identity you're building. The identity of someone who shows up, who follows through, who makes things happen. When you celebrate small wins, you shift your mindset from, I'm not there yet, to, I'm on my way. And that makes a massive difference in how you feel, how you think, and what you do next. So, tonight, before you go to bed, ask yourself, what's one win I had today? Write it down. Smile about it. Let it fuel you for tomorrow. Habit number 4, take care of your body. This one might sound obvious, but most of us still ignore it. If your body isn't functioning at its best, nothing else will either. Habit number 4 is simple but essential: take care of your body, every single day. And no, this isn't about perfection or six-packs. It's about energy, clarity, and longevity. Because when you feel good physically, everything else in life becomes easier. Start with small changes. Drink more water instead of sugary drinks. Add one vegetable to your plate. Go for a 10-minute walk. Stretch in the morning. Shut off screens an hour before bed. It doesn't have to be extreme. It just needs to be consistent. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through every goal, every challenge, every moment. When you fuel it right, move it daily, and let it rest, you perform better, think clearer, and live stronger. Start small, but start now. One habit at a time. Your body will thank you. And so will your future. Habit number 5, read 10 pages a night. We live in an age of noise. Distractions are everywhere: social media, notifications, endless scrolling. But there's a simple habit that can help you break through the noise and become smarter, sharper, and more grounded. Read 10 pages of a book each night. That's it. Just 10. It doesn't sound like much, but over a year, that's over 3,600 pages, the equivalent of 10 to 12 books. Imagine the insights, the wisdom, the tools you could gain from just that small daily habit. And it's not about speed reading or checking a box. It's about giving your mind something real, something that feeds it rather than drains it. Read books on self-development, health, leadership, money, relationships, whatever area of life you want to grow in. When you make reading a nightly habit, you're investing in your mindset, your growth, and your future. And best of all, it creates a peaceful bedtime ritual. It calms your mind, helps you wind down, and replaces the stress of screens with the power of knowledge. So tonight, instead of scrolling, open a book. 10 pages. That's all. But it might just change your life. Habit number 6, strengthen your self-discipline. Self-discipline isn't a talent. It's not something you're born with. It's a habit. A skill. A muscle. And like any muscle, it grows stronger the more you use it. Most people fail not because they lack talent, resources, or intelligence, but because they lack discipline. They start strong, get excited, and then fade away at the first sign of discomfort or distraction. But those who develop true discipline keep going, especially when they don't feel like it. Especially when it's hard. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your results. Without it, dreams stay dreams. With it, you become dangerous, focused, unstoppable. So how do you build discipline? You start by doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. You create structure. You stick to your schedule. You don't wait for motivation to show up, you show up, regardless. You delay gratification. You say no to distractions. You train yourself to do the hard thing first, not last. Discipline is waking up when your alarm rings instead of hitting snooze. It's choosing water over soda, reading over scrolling, action over procrastination. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about making the hard choice now so your future self can thank you later. And here's the truth most people ignore: discipline breeds freedom. The more control you gain over your mind and actions, the freer you become. You're no longer a slave to your impulses. You take back your power. So, train that discipline daily, through the small things and the big. Because the person who can control their behavior, their thoughts, and their time, is the one who controls their future. Habit number 7. Try it for 1 week. Sometimes, the only thing standing between us and real change is the decision to start. And the best way to start? Try it for just 1 week. That's right, just 7 days. You don't need to commit for life. You don't need to have it all figured out. Just test it out. Pick one new habit, like reading 10 pages, taking 5 minutes of silence, or waking up earlier, and give it a full week of effort. Why 1 week? Because it's long enough to see results, but short enough to not feel overwhelming. In 7 days, you'll start to feel shifts. Maybe in your energy, your mindset, your productivity. And once you feel that progress, you'll want to keep going. The trick is to focus on consistency, not perfection. You're not aiming for flawless execution, you're aiming to show up. 1 day at a time. That's how real habits stick. At the end of the week, evaluate. What did you learn? How do you feel? What changed, even in small ways? If you like the results, commit to another week. Then another. Soon, that small habit becomes part of who you are. Remember, massive change doesn't happen all at once. It happens through small, daily actions repeated over time. 1 week can be the start of something big. So start today. Pick one habit. Try it for 7 days. And see what happens when you just take action. Final words: small steps. Big change. Here's the truth. Success doesn't come from one big moment. It doesn't happen because of luck or talent alone. It's built, quietly and consistently, through the small things you choose to do every day. Plan your day before it begins. Take one small step every single day. Celebrate your progress. Take care of your body. Feed your mind with books. 5 simple habits. That's it. Do them for just 1 week, and watch what begins to shift. You'll feel more focused. More in control. More alive. You'll realize that change doesn't have to be overwhelming. It just has to be intentional. So here's your challenge. Start today. Choose one habit. Then do it again tomorrow. Because small steps, when done daily, lead to extraordinary results. You've got this. Let your success story begin, one simple habit at a time. There you have it, 7 simple habits that have the power to transform your life, starting now. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. Show up each day. Even if it's just for 5 minutes or 10 pages. Small steps lead to big changes. If this message inspired you, consider sharing it or subscribing for more. And if you try any of these habits this week, let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your story. Now's your moment. Don't wait. Take action today, and start creating the life you want.